What's happening? Good morning. Today is going to be a good day for sure. What's up? What's up? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Dojoswap is finally here, version 1 at least. Let's see. Good morning. What's happening, TK? Good morning. Good morning. Yo, what's happening, Mark? Good morning. Finally, Dojoswap. Now, this is version 1. This is version 1. They still got a lot to do. However, it's out. It's working. We're good. Swap staking is in the near future. I think version 3. What's happening, Mark? 2 marks. All right. Nice. Yeah, so version 1, obviously, they're going to have version 2, version 3. They're going to add to it. They're going to put DEX tools on here. They're going to do a lot of stuff with Dojoswap. This is literally just version 1, but it's out. It's working. It's not shut down right now. We're good to go, but they will have a staking feature. You can get to their website on here, CoinMarketCap. You can go to CoinGecko. I mean, it's going to be obviously version 1, right? But they're going to have their own little learning hub, Twitter, Telegram, Facebook, Instagram. I mean, this is going to be a really, really good swap. Obviously, BSC. They're going to integrate all of these, I think, in version 2. As far as Polygon and BSC and Ethereum, where you can start trading in between those networks. But I mean, yeah, this is gonna be a legit. I don't like the dark mode. I don't like too much. I like the light mode for sure. But good morning, Justin. What's happening? At least they hit a product out on time. Oh, for sure. And I wanted to show you guys something. I'm just gonna wait for a couple more people to get in here. Javier, good morning. What's happening? Imagine that, a project that actually launched a product when they say they would. And that's the biggest thing, right? Like, it works. There's no hiccups, and they're in another country. They're overseas, right? And they're still getting crap done. They're saying like Cliff Fettner right now is like on 1 hour of sleep. And I'm gonna wait until there's some more people in here to cut. Yeah, plus it works for sure. I don't get an error. I mean, I know it's not an app on a phone where I have to log in like a wallet, but we can get in, we can swap. Next is version 2, version 3, and then the wallet, right? But yeah, I mean, it's 100% legit. And so this is, I want to bring this up because I just want to show what the difference is. So I get a lot of hate. No, listen, I hold Saitama. I get a lot of freaking hate from Saitama people. But this is just to show you how Shibnobi and how the team is and works. All right, so this is an hour and 15 minutes before the expo started today or last night. We're on a 12-hour difference, right? So it's 7:00 p.m. in Dubai right now. So this is an hour before the expo started. So I want to play this little video. You have Cliff Fettner in there, a whole Shinja team. setting up the booth, right? This is like an hour and 15 minutes before the expo starts. Okay, so that's an hour and 15. And then here is Saitama. Remember, this is an hour and 15 minutes ish. Here is Saitama's booth, right? Just investors. Just investors are in there. There's no Russ. There's no team. There's no one is in the Saitama booth. Now maybe they're already ready. I have no idea. But here's where he said they're just investors.
What do you do? What do you do? You're investors in Saitama.
Yeah, so they're just investors in Saitama, right? So that's a big difference of the teams. And then here, let's see, 12:30.
There's LC, Luke. What's going on?
I mean, they're just. I mean, you got Cliff Folden, sure. I mean, you got the whole team getting ready, preparing, right? And then here is 45 minutes before. Let's see, 15:55. So this is 45 minutes before. Still just the investors. No Russ. No Saitama team. Right? Like, that's just the difference with the teams. I mean, we are 100% the more we're a professional group, 100% professional group. Anxious to see how we pump off this. Sitting over here, biting my fingernails about this upcoming Fed meeting today. Yep. So there's going to be that big Fed meeting. Plus, we got to wait for Dubai as far as Shibnobi goes. Right. They just launched it late last night. So a lot of people are still getting up but it's going to go around for sure, 100%. There's a secret utility Shinja is going to happen very soon. FYI, yeah, I found that out last night. I didn't find out the utility. I don't know the utility, but I heard that there's going to be a crazy utility that they're going to announce. Yeah, the entire setup looks freaking awesome. And then here's a lot of people are saying that the Dojoswap is a Uniswap copycat. So, and listen, I did my homework. So here's where Cliff actually addresses that. So listen to this.
What do you have to say about that?
It's not a Uniswap rewrite. We did this. We've been working on this for months now. It's not a Uniswap rewrite. So
I mean, if it was a Uniswap rewrite, how do you explain BNB? How do you explain Polygon? Also,
right, exactly. Yeah, and the next version's coming out. Like I said, it's actually we're going to have a more of almost like a combination of a swap interface plus the combination of like a DEX tool interface, because we're adding on the next release is going to have the charts, it's going to have transaction logs, other data from the blockchain, and then the next version after that is where we implement the actual bridge, so you can actually swap your tokens between Ethereum and BNB and Matic, or Matic back to Ethereum. So yeah, 100% not. You couldn't do that with any of those. So
no, I appreciate that, Cliff. And everyone wants to know: are you excited for the speech?
Absolutely.
You're ready.
He's nervous as hell. But listen, that's the difference, right? Like that's the difference between some projects. Version 3 is the bridge between the chains. Yep, 100%. That video says it all about the two projects. I mean, I hate to bring it up, but I get hate on all the time. But you literally had 10 or 12 Shibnobi team members there. Cliff Fettner, the CEO, he doesn't have to be there that early to help set up and fold shirts and make sure everything's running, but he's a true leader and he's there getting it done, making sure everything is done. So when I always say, yeah, the Shibnobi team is professional and I like just how they carry themselves, that is a look on how they actually carry themselves. That's a true look on what you're invested in. Saitama looks like a kiosk in the mall. Yes, it does. Yes, it did. Let me rephrase. Shinja got a secret utility coming soon. Javier, let's go. I know it's coming. I don't know what it is. You know what it is. I know you can't say nothing, but I heard there's something coming. Man, I can't wait for that. I can't wait. Shiro's team was there too. Yeah, so Shiro's there was a bunch of teams there that were super early setting up. There was a lot for sure. But the one team that was not there setting up early was Saitama. Now I don't know if they already had all their stuff set up. I mean, I don't know if they were doing giveaways and all that stuff, but I mean, it wasn't a good look in my opinion, and my opinion doesn't mean crap, right? It doesn't mean anything. I'm just a YouTuber having fun talking about coins that I invested in and I like, but it's not a good look from a business standpoint. Yeah, waiting to hear what it is. I can't wait to hear what it is. Awesome, can't wait. What's up, GTech71 in the house? Javier Patrick's Entertainment. I know what it is, but better let the team announce themselves. How do you just sit on that, right? I mean, yeah, definitely don't don't announce it, right? Let the team do it. However, that's got to be just eating at you. I don't know if that'd be so tough for me. I don't know if anyone was on MediToken's AMA last night with Patrick Entertainment, but he did drop the bomb that we only knew. He dropped it last night that only we heard, obviously, first. But MediToken is going to be on Dojoswap. So that's huge for MediToken. That's huge for Dojoswap. MediToken's a good Brandon from MediToken's a good dude. They have a good community as well. That's great news. Javier holding out. It's all good. Going to the moon either way. I don't know how you hold out. That's got to be so tough. So tough. Why Shinji don't pump like a ninja? Yeah, it's coming, man. It's coming. They just did it last night. It's coming. I mean, it's coming. It's for sure coming. Yeah, always have faith with them for sure. Going to the moon. I'm holding Saitama and Shinja too. Congrats for Shinja. I agree 100%. Cliff seems better organized. Yeah, and I hold Saitama too. My daughter holds Saitama. She's 18, and she got a bag of Saitama. So I'm not rooting against them. I'm rooting for them for sure. But it's just when you just compare the two, and there's no comparison, right? They're two different projects. They're two different CEOs. They're two different companies, right? But a lot of people compare those two. So in comparing them, it has to be Shibnobi is just the more organized, well put together company, in my personal opinion. And that's just me personally, right? But yeah, I hold Saitama too, and I hope Dubai is good for Saitama because Saitama needs big whales and exchanges right now in order to survive, in my opinion. Juan Carlos, we don't need a heavy pumpicus. It'll dump. Oh yeah, for sure. A steady firm chart will be the most healthy. Yeah. So if you even look right here, this is the direct situation that he's talking about. We pump up super high right here, and then some big whales. That was actually one big whale, but then you get that dump. If you slow and steady here, I mean, people will take profits, right? I mean, you want this steady growth. I mean, this is a legit nice increase. I think it's only like, what is it, 56? So it's like 8 points or something like that. But I mean, it's nothing crazy. It's not breaking the zero just yet. But we have a couple exchanges coming out that I'm excited for this month. Dojoswap live before Saitama. That'll blow my mind. Let's go to the fucking space. Yeah, so it really is. I mean, I think so. Saitama is out, right? There's still a bunch of errors on it, right? People are still not able to get in. Sater Realty is not launched. Like, so they at Dubai, I believe they had pictures of Sater Realty. I think in this one right here, it was Sater Realty. But yeah, I mean they're promoting like crazy. Hospital, right? I mean they paid him to get in there, right? That's cool. I'm a fan of his, but they paid him to get in there. But I want to try and find the picture of Seda Realty. It might not. I don't think it's on that one. Yeah, so there's actually a Seda Realty. Yeah, it's not on that one, but there's a Seda Realty like poster or picture, but Seda Realty is not even out yet. So they're famous for doing this. And I'm gonna pull up. It's Teddy Ganja, right? That's there. That is streaming. So I'm gonna try and pull up.
Ready, right? You prepared all night.
Oh, that's super loud. Sorry. I'm gonna try and pull up. I just want to see that Seda Realty part, just to show you, because Seda Realty is not out yet. So 1555, maybe right around there. So I think it's on this wall right here is the Seda Realty logo. But Seda Realty is not even out yet. So I don't. So see right here, Seda Realty. So they're promoting Seda Realty right here, but Seda Realty is not even out yet. Like I honestly don't get that. That's like in Vegas, November 13th. They had those banners and those screens in Vegas. Now I know the marketing, and they couldn't. Now I know in the marketing they probably couldn't change it like last minute, right? But the billboards, they said download SataMask on Android and iOS. Like their marketing team is just horrific. So the November 13th issue, right, was SataMask wasn't launched. They had banners, they had the screens that said download SataMask now. So if you're an investor, you're like, oh crap, download SataMask now. And then you can't, because it's not even out yet. You couldn't download it back in November. And now they're promoting at Dubai, the Dubai Expo, Seda Realty. But their coin's not even out yet. Like their marketing team is horrific. A person's word doesn't go as far these days. For Cliff that says something and sticks to his word. Hell yes, it does, Justin. Shinja will not pump, right? It'll melt faces and go straight up. People won't even know how it happened. I believe that for sure. Cliff is definitely the greatest showman. I love it 100%. Keep up the good work, dude. DEDW, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Love your channel. I appreciate you. Russ have coronavirus. I don't know if that's true. Oh, that would suck. Yeah, and honestly, I don't wish ill stuff on anybody, but that would be a big issue for sure. What could the secret utility be? I don't know. I don't know, because they have a lot of utilities popping up. So I don't know what the secret one is, but apparently it's big. John Stewart's in the house. What's happening? It's not out NFTs because everyone knows those are coming in April. Yeah, it's definitely not NFTs, not the wallet, not the blockchain, not the metaverse. Like what else? What else is there, right? Tam, I agree. Let's see, my dad. John, my dude. What is the web for Dojoswap? So let me just here. I'll throw this in here. Here's the website for Dojoswap. It'll be announced today or tomorrow latest, though. I bet it's going to be today. Cliff said announcement likely today. Oh, damn. So it's not like next week or anything. It's going to be today. There's going to be some breaking news today. You know that's going to be another video. Let's get it. That's awesome. That is awesome. I may or may not dump 500 cotillion Saitama this week. It's coming. Yeah. I mean, I hate showing videos like that, but just a comparison so people know what's going on. Like it was 45 minutes until the expo opened up. Now, all those people in there were people setting up with the different projects that were there, right? But Saitama, the Saitama people weren't there. Now, if Russ does have corona, I have no idea, right? I have no. That was the first time I heard that, so I have no idea. However, why the hell isn't your team there setting up? I mean, with Shibnobi, you had investors helping. Like there was a couple of people that aren't with Shibnobi, but they were investors of Shibnobi. They were helping folding t-shirts. Like, it's just different. It's different. It reminds me of, so we built a youth soccer organization a couple of years back. I would always show up to the fields hours before, paint the lines, set up the goals, do everything for games. And then you get some clubs that go in there 10 minutes before your event and game are supposed to start. They start trying to throw up goals real quick, and it's a crap show. So for me, it was all about, listen, I want to be the first one there, and I want to have everything set up before the first player walks on that field. This way, their experience is just, it's there. It's not a rush. They're not seeing stuff going crazy. And that's exactly how I look at businesses. So with Cliff and the Shibnobi team being there early, getting crap done, and then you look at Saitama, and who knows what they're doing. They might have their stuff already done, which who knows, right? But there was nobody there like talking to their investors. All of their investors were just hanging out in a group, talking in a little circle. In a little circle, they were talking. That's a horrible, horrible look. I'm just gonna pull up this one right here, and bear with me. Look, they got a picture of myself on there. Bear with me on this. I don't want to prove a point. But look here's the group of Saitama, all investors, just hanging around, talking. No one from the team is there. Like, and this is 45 minutes before. 45 minutes before the event starts. You know what I mean? Like, you got to have some people there talking and mingling with the investors, and you know what I mean? You just have to. Two different types of investors on Shitama right now. People who invested before October, be like, oh. People who have invested after November. That's so true. That is so true. I mean, it's a bad look. It really is. It's a bad look. Let's see what Shibnobi's got. So I'm excited for that news for either today or tomorrow. Shibnobi apparently dropping a bomb with a new utility, hopefully today or tomorrow. I wish I was in Dubai right now. Man, I wish I was in Dubai. 100%. But nothing up here is talking about Russ is out or something. They're pushing Hezbollah for sure. But not a whole lot. Not a whole lot going on right now. I'm excited to see a bunch of videos of Saitama and what they're doing, and also Shibnobi, right? I'm in Dubai. Just take a ride on a nice Lambo. Unfortunately, in the back seat. Who would have thought the cops ride on Lambo? Really? Just kidding. Lambos have no back seat. Well, please dump that 500 into Shinja, as I hold both, and my Saitama bag is bleeding. Better to recoup on Shinja. Oh, for sure, right? For sure. So Shinja, I mean, we're not seeing that massive skyrocket up. But I mean, we're seeing a nice steady growth right now. And it's still super early. So everything's in the green. Saitama is over 13. But how long will Saitama be over 13? This is the question. Now, see, is it already starting to sell off, right? So this is the problem with Saitama. Every time it goes green, people are trying to get out. People are trying to get out. I don't know if we're going to ever get back to the all-time high. I don't even know if we're going to pop a 2 right here. When was the last time? I think we hit it a little bit ago. Yeah, we hit 19. When was this? March 2nd. March 2nd, we hit 19 for Saitama. But I don't see us. I honestly don't see Saitama breaking the 2 anytime soon, unless they announce a Binance or something, which I don't think is in their future. Bitcoin over resistance at 41. That is freaking awesome. I'm happy to see, excuse me, I'm happy to see Bitcoin. I'm happy to see Bitcoin at least over 40. Yeah, it was over 41 yesterday, but it's growing back again. Yeah, I'm definitely happy to see that for sure. No back seat in those. I wish there was. I'd love to take a ride in a Lambo. Haven't yet, but best project ever. you're a crock? Am I, what am I? I don't know. Do I have to be offended with that or no? I don't know if I'm offended with that or no. What's the price prediction? I still honestly think with the, because remember we have I really think we're burning this zero, and I'm thinking we're gonna get to a 4 or 5. I mean, we could 10x, we could 9 or 10x. In my personal opinion, listen, we have good news coming today or tomorrow with Shinja. We have a big exchange coming. So I mean, I honestly think we could, and that's by the end of March. We have a couple weeks, but it might be a little moon boyish. I mean, it is what it is. But here's that the website, obviously for Dojoswap. I honestly think we could 8, 9, 10x. We could, and that's not a crazy prediction. I mean, if we get a KuCoin listing, holy crap, that could be a 10x right there in itself, right? Rodney this morning said Russ will not be attending because of Rona. Oh, he's got the Rona. That's not good. Yeah, I wish him the best, honestly, through all that stuff. But shouldn't you have your team there? Even if Russ can't be there, which that means he's not speaking either. That's not good for Saitama. Who's going to speak on behalf of Russ? Who? Drop a comment down below. Who is going to speak on behalf of Russ? Right? That's a big issue, and I hope he recovers. That sucks, to be honest with you. But didn't you have to take tests before you go? I guess he could have got it a couple days after, right? That's not good news, right? That's bad. I feel bad. Nabil, you're here. Are you in? I think you're in Dubai, right? You're in Dubai, yeah. Big Pat, let's freaking go. Yeah, I appreciate you coming on. If you're in Dubai right now, I appreciate you coming on. I know it's probably crazy right there. Man, just have fun there. Have fun there, and tell us about your experience. When you come back, just hop in the chats in the next couple of days too, and just tell us how your experience is if you're in Dubai. I've been asked by leadership not to dump 500 cotillion while they are in Dubai. Really, for Shibnobi, huh? Or no, for Saitama. That's crazy. And you know what's crazy is the Naveen thing, the Dr. Naveen with Terrarium, how they kept how Saitama was dumping, and they kept reaching out to Dr. Praveen. Is it Praveen? The doctor from Terrarium, asking him, "Hey, are you the one dumping? Are you the one dumping?" And they finally, Dr. Praveen gave him his wallet address, and he's like, "No, I'm not dumping." And then when he did dump and go to Terrarium, they leaked his crap. Like, it's absolutely insane. Yeah, I would if Russ is not speaking in Dubai and he's not even able to attend, because that's the face of Saitama. Russ is the face of Saitama. Who else is going to talk to people with these partnerships, with these meetings they have set up? If he has corona, and God forbid, right? I hope he gets okay. I hope he's okay. But if he does have corona, who's going to do these meetings, these partnership meetings, is shaking hands with these multimillionaires or billionaires? Who's going to do those meetings? Who's going to talk in Dubai at the expo, right? Because they paid for someone to speak. Who is going to do all that? That's the question. So Saitama, if none of that actually happens because Russ has a COVID, this price by the end of this week could tumble. We could gain that zero back and be in this area right here. It could happen. To be honest with you, it could happen because Dubai, you're supposed to, right? Those partnerships, all those meetings you have set up, that's going to be extremely tough. That's going to be a hard thing to come over. I'm starting to think my 4,500 I invested into Saitama is forever gone. Yeah, unfortunately, like I'm hoping it pumps a little bit so my daughter can just bail out. She doesn't have a lot, but she put $1,000 in a couple months ago of her hard-earned money. That's all her money, and now it's like it's in the gutter for sure. But yeah, I mean, she got back in October. No, right after. I think it was like right after Vegas she got in. But it was on the downslope. I was like, yeah, just buy the dip. Let's do this. So 1,000 of her own money, right? So I feel like crap because of it. But she's also has a big bag of Shibnobi. I have her in staking as well. So she's making money. She already made up that $1,000 and then some. So I'm happy about that. But Shinja is not pumping as we were expecting. Yeah, it's not going straight up for sure. But it's slow and steady, right? Like it was 6.3 like a minute ago. Now it's 6.4. I mean, we're getting there. We're for sure getting there. It's not going straight up, but we're definitely climbing. And this kind of growth is healthy, because if it goes straight up, people are gonna be like, "Oh crap, I need to sell. I need to sell." But this, I mean, people are selling, they're buying it, selling, they're buying it, selling, buying it. Right? This is a healthy chart, which is good. Saitama is dead. I'm happy I sold out last month, and Mark Miller is losing his ass on it. Yeah. Just added to my bag of Shinja. Yeah, something big is going to be happening. That announcement, Javier, I'm excited about that announcement either today or tomorrow. Let's see, the market's green today. When do you think Shinja will pump? I'm giving it till the end of the month. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm out, but it's going to pump because we're also going to be on that big exchange at the end of the month, right? So it's going to pump. It's gonna pump. In my personal, crack is amazing. Who's on crack? Am I on crack this morning? I mean, it is 7:30. Definitely not on crack at 7:30 in the morning for sure. You should have gone to Dubai. I know. I was going to. I thought about it actually. But yeah, if they go next time, I'm definitely going to go. Or if they have an event somewhere in the U.S., I'm going to go. I wish I was there for sure. Only amateur investors always look for a pump. You're either an investor or a gambler on a pump. That's 100%. That's 100% true, Brett. I mean, I still think we can 8, 9, 10x by the end of the month with the exchanges and with Dojoswap getting another version added. And listen, it's literally came out 12 hours ago, 10 hours ago, maybe. So yeah, and it's working. You can do stuff on it. And they're going to be adding to it. I think there's only 3 of those community projects on it right now, but they're going to be adding to it all week and loading and all the liquidity and doing all that stuff in there. They're going to be working on this thing all week. Tera's pumping, Shinja and Tera. Yeah, Tera for sure. I think a lot of people got, oh damn, it's almost that's at 7.5. I think a lot of people got out of Saitama and went into Terrarium. I mean, yeah, that's the same. That's kind of the same pump that Shibnobi is doing right now, because it was at the 6.6 right here, and now it's at the 7.4, 7.5. Yeah, 7.5, 3.6. So that's a little bit better than the pump, or pretty close to the same pump that Shinja's doing. But Terrarium, I mean, just look at this chart. This chart is absolutely amazing. I mean, yeah, we have that big sell-off here, but now we're getting that growth back in Terrarium. Terrarium is one of my, I love this project. Absolutely love this project. I'm feeling KuCoin for Shinja. Yep. Kind of disappointing after what's happened with Gate.io. I know, right? It seems like everything just, that sucks. That part sucks with Gate.io. However, if it is KuCoin, and I think it is, because Cliff said they submitted paperwork a long time ago for KuCoin. KuCoin was already mentioned in previous AMAs that they were talking to KuCoin. So that's why I think it's KuCoin. So when people are like, they're not getting on KuCoin, you're absolutely crazy. Well, there were talks about KuCoin, right? So that's what put it into my head. Plus, KuCoin tweeted out that they were updating their software to house coins that have more zeros in them. So if they're updating their software to allow coins that have more zeros on them, and then we start talking to KuCoin about stuff, like, I think it's really KuCoin, and it's going to happen. I hold 1 cotillion at 18 zeros. I don't plan to sell for at least 2 years. I took profits at the all-time high. If I already recovered my initial investment, dang, Juan. That's for, I'm assuming that's for Shibnobi, right? But yeah, good for you. Yeah, if you get that if you took profits at that all-time high, if you got profit and your initial investment and profits back already, I mean, why not let it? I mean, you're in the profits already, so even if it goes to zero, you're still profitable, right? So that's awesome, and that's what I preach that all the time. It is take profits. We're in this game to make money, right? So so there's certain coins I won't take profits on right now, and Shibnobi is one of them, just because there's so much coming out. Um, there's too many things for me. Like the wallet's coming out. There's another new utility that's dropping either today or tomorrow. Thanks, Javier, for saying that. But there's too many things with Shibnobi for me to sell, right? So I'm not selling Shibnobi, but other projects, like I'm in, and then I'll sell for profits. And I bring this one up all the time, and I'll show you my recent buy on this one, which I'm getting wrecked. But I bought here on Platanasso the first day, or I was like 82 holders, something like that. I sold here, sold here, sold here, sold here. And I made what, like $1,360 profit. So like I take profits as well. I tell people, listen, get your initial investment out, take profits. Now I did buy right here. I'm waiting for Platanasso to get on Dojoswap, but right now I'm getting absolutely wrecked on Platanasso, and I only put 0.96 BNB in there. But yeah, right now I'm getting absolutely wrecked. But I do have a selling point of when this goes to like a 2.1 or 2.8. I think it was a 2.8 is when I'm going to sell. So I like 3 times my money, a 3x. I'm okay with that on a small investment for like Platanasso, right? If the Feds come under 25 basis points, we will go bullish like crazy. Yeah. Do you know when? I know that's today. Do you know? Listen, there's 75 people in here right now. Smash that like button, please. Definitely appreciate everyone in here. Do you know what time that is? I think that's today, right, John? Do you know what time they're going to be meeting? Gabe spoke. So Gabe spoke for Saitama. David, is that what you're saying? If that's true, I mean, I'm glad they have that covered. I mean, because that's something you really don't expect. Like if you're in Dubai and you're preparing a speech, right, and all these partnerships and stuff, and you unfortunately get like Corona or something happens, it's good to be prepared, right? So if Gabe's the one, if Gabe on their team is the one doing all that, then that's good. I want to see his doctor's excuse first. No, I'm in New York City. Oh, New York City. I was born in New York, Long Island, New York. I lived there till I was about 10, and then moved across the country. I love me some New York. I'm just in the chat chilling. I appreciate you for sure. Appreciate you. CMO speaking, Mr. Crypto CMO. Who's CMO? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not too familiar, Dr. Praveen. I'm not too familiar, Mr. Crypto. Who's CMO? Who's that? But it sounds like they got it covered, which that's very, very, very good. CK leadership from who? If you don't mind sharing. Let's see. Show me that doctor's note. Mate, you are so negative. Me? I'm so negative? How am I negative? What do you mean I'm negative? Am I negative? Really? Saitama Telegram is a sad joke. If you ask a legitimate question, they yell and fight at you and kick you out. 100% they do. Brent, 100% they do, because that happened to me. When you sell, you lose. Yes and no. Yes and no. And I say yes and no because if I sell here, I do lose, right? I bought at 7.5, right? I bought at 7.5. If I sell here at 6.3, I lose a little bit of money. I lose maybe $100. But if this thing goes to zero and it doesn't recover, then I lose completely if I hold. But if I sell here, I still recover some of my loss. So you lose only if you sell, yes, but you don't lose as much. If you hodl all day, if you hodl strong all day long, and your project tanks, then you lose 100%. I would rather lose 40%, 50% than 100%. I hope that makes sense. If that doesn't make sense, I mean, yeah, that's just how I invest. So here's the perfect example. So you're saying if you hold, you don't lose, right? So if I held Saitama this whole time, you're saying I'm still winning. Here, I'm going to pull it up on this chart because I like to see it. So if you held Saitama, if you say you bought in Saitama on Vegas night, you're thinking this thing's going crazy. You bought up at the top or even down here. You bought right here, let's say. You're telling me if I would have sold here in January, I would lose, even though I would have recouped some of my gains, or I would have recouped some of my loss, right? But if you hold Saitama, you're losing continuously. So that's not being negative. I live off crypto. Crypto is my full-time job. So for me to hold in a project that I mean, I have Saitama a little bit, but I got pretty much my whole position's gone. I still have a little bit left, but I got out, and I got out higher than it is right now. So in reality, I could have done a lot worse. You know what I mean? Healthy looking chart, 730. Is that for? No, it's not this one. See Shibnobi. Yeah, I mean, for me, in investing, I don't believe in the hodl strong all day long. Everyone's in here to make money. You're in crypto to make money. At the end of the day, you're in crypto to make money. If you believe in the project, you can hodl. Yes, like I'm hodling Shibnobi. There's too many things and utilities coming out that I think I will gain a lot of money. But eventually, I'm going to sell Shibnobi. And love it or hate it, if this thing burns 2 zeros, 3 zeros, and I'm a multimillionaire, I'm going to sell and change the rest of my life. That's just the way it is. I don't see that happening with Saitama. So I got out of Saitama mostly. I got a little bit left, but mostly. Typical amateur investor says when pump. Yeah, it's the when Lambo, when pump, when moon, right? You just got to be patient. Patience is key. If you believe in the team that doesn't screw you over, if you believe in the team and they're professional, you believe in the utilities and the project, and you believe in the community, and the community is nice and talks to you and answers questions, those are the things I look at 100%. What announcement are you referring to regarding Shinja? Their Shinja announcement, Saitama Obi. Yeah, so there's apparently, I don't know the announcement, but apparently they're going to drop a new utility either today or tomorrow with Shibnobi. We don't know what it is yet. So that's what I heard earlier today in the chats. We'll see what happens today or tomorrow, but definitely. I know Cliff said he's going to be dropping some bombs in Dubai. So there's definitely something there. Shinja announcement, Saitama will be listed on Dojoswap. I don't want anything to do with that company. I think that would hurt us. That would hurt us so bad. Saitama is long term. If you think it's shit, sell and move. See, that's the problem right there, right? That's every investor, every person from Saitama, unfortunately, says that. So you literally have thousands and thousands of community members that'll say, just because I'm questioning the project, right? I'm questioning the leadership. I'm questioning the project. Everyone says, sell and move on. If I'm an investor, so picture this. Picture I'm a whale in Saitama right now. Just think about if I'm a whale, and say I have, I don't know, say I have $7 million in Saitama right now. Are you telling me right now I should just sell and get out of Saitama and move on? Like that's literally what investors are saying, right? And I'm trying to be honest. I mean, Andy, I know we obviously have a difference of opinion on stuff. I don't think it's a total shit project. I think the ideas are very good that they have. It's the execution I don't like. It's the team that I don't think is professional. But I mean, hopefully it does well. What's happening with Shinja? Hi, I'm Tom. I love that. That's awesome. Does anyone ever get that? Get this reference? Or get this picture? Was that? What was that? Was that MySpace? I think that was MySpace, right? Yeah, Shinja's going. Has a nice little pump going for Shinja. You for real? For what? What am I for real? It was like 2 minutes ago. I probably forgot. Yeah, so if you're referring to the hold until it like keeps dropping, yeah, I would get out for sure. For sure. Shibtoro, I'm gonna look into. So I've been saying I'm gonna look into Shibtoro a lot now. But I've heard very good things on Shibtoro. So I'm definitely gonna look into that project for sure. I'm looking really forward to the second and third phase of Dojoswap. Going to be a central hub for everything, charts, etc. Yeah, Mark, me too. With everything, I think the visual part of it, once the version 2 and version 3 pop out, I think visually it's going to look really, really good. I really do. Many of the Saitama whales jumped on Shinja and then dumped on us. Yep, for sure. I believe it was on purpose with the intent to manipulate the chart and cause panic. Not cool at all. 100%. Yeah, 100%. Shinja don't need a big pump right now. Reason if they pump crazy, pre-saler is going to dump on us because they're the ones making millions right now. 100%. 100%. Terrarium for I'm big on Terrarium too. Brian, Crypto Squad member in the house. What's up? Stack. Yep. Brian, he was one of the original Crypto Squad members. Definitely appreciate you, Brian, for sure. Good morning. Yeah, just wait. I mean, we're hopefully dropping that KuCoin. Cliff said, I don't know how long you've been in here, but someone said that Cliff is probably dropping a bomb on a new utility either today or tomorrow. So we're definitely excited about that. We're in the right. We're going the right way. We're healthy growth in it right now. It's not a moonshot straight up, which is healthy. It's fine, right? We're good. Brent, they doing the same thing with Tera too. Yeah. So they are doing the same thing with Tera for sure. Exactly. 2:30 Eastern. Okay, so that's what 11:30 Mountain. Okay. Smash that like button. Let's go. Yeah, we had like almost 78 people in here. We're growing. We're growing. It's a little scary. That's when Jerome Powell begins to speak, and he's the one everyone's waiting to hear. Okay, so 2:30 Eastern. Oh, I'm super nervous for that. Definitely watch the chart. Keep an eye on the charts at 2:30 for sure. 2:30 Eastern. What I heard, the meeting is at 1700 Eastern time. Thoughts on Zombie Inu? So I honestly heard a lot of people talk about Zombie Inu lately. So I'm looking. I say I'm looking into these coins. I really am looking into them. I literally have a list of 20 projects that I have to look into. And looking into them, I don't just look into them. I look into them and do a video on them, right? So it takes a lot of time for me to dissect like all these different videos. But Zombie's one of them. Apollo Inu. There's so many of them. I think did I see Apollo in there as well as a thing? No. But yeah, I have so many coins to look into. Saitama got in early August and sold after the Vegas shit show. No regrets. Yeah, for sure. And whoever I was talking to earlier, who was it? Andy. Yeah, Andy, listen, I know we're going to have disagreements. I get it's crypto, right? We can talk it out, man. 100%. So listen, no offense. Like, that's just my thoughts of Saitama. I mean, like it or hate it, it's just me, one person, right? Just a schmuck YouTuber talking about crypto, right? I'm a nobody. But it's the legit points that I bring up. And that's what I think offends people if you hold Saitama is that I just have legit concerns. And just because I have concerns, you shouldn't tell investors, well, just sell your bag and move on, right? Like there are thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people that have concerns. So are you really saying sell your bags and move on? Because that would put Saitama in a very I would put it in a way worse position than it is today. So the scapegoat is not sell and move on. The scapegoat, the resolution should be fix the damn problems so your investors are happy. That's what it is. I mean, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I mean, I don't think I'm wrong. My wife would say, yes, you're wrong. However, I don't think I'm wrong. The chart doesn't tell me I'm wrong. If everything was, if there was good leadership, if people believed in the project, and they actually came through with what they say they would come through, the chart would say it. The chart would say it. And you go back to November, the chart doesn't tell me that it's a good project. It's like the chart doesn't lie, right? If this was a great project, you would start seeing some runs. You would start seeing your CEO or COO actually come through on things. Like there's a lot that goes into it. I'm one of them. Took my initial investment out. Saitama already. Now I hodl. Yep. If you take your initial investment out, and then you can hodl, right? But at least you took your initial investment out, or you took your initial investment out and maybe some profits, and you're good to go. So I learned on Saitama. I learned how to become an investor with Saitama. My bag of Saitama was worth $200,000 right here. It was worth $200,000, and I did not sell. Dumbass myself, right? I know, I get it. I was new into crypto. Not new, but I was in crypto for a year. I've never experienced a run like this. And I just believed that this is going to be the greatest project ever. I fully believe. And then after the Vegas event happened and I saw the promises start to not be fulfilled, and I just saw things changing, I said, what the hell did I do? And then I got to right here, right? I should have sold here, but I didn't. I was like, one more time. Saitama they said it's gonna release in right in the first week or two of January. So that's why this pump happened, right? I said, let's just wait till Saitama comes. Saitama never came, and then just trickled all the way down, right? I learned. So I love Saitama in the fact that I got a crypto education on how I am as an investor now, which is why I always say, take your initial investment out, take a little bit of profit out, and then you can leave the rest if you want. Obviously not financial advice. However, that's just what I do. And I've been able to go full-time crypto from there. And that's just what I do. How much would you take? How much would token added to Dojoswap help expedite the burn? I appreciate your channel. Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I've been following for a while now. I definitely appreciate you. That Dojoswap burn, that's going to help dramatically. You can see my videos from a while ago, and I said one of the biggest things that I think Shibnobi needs is a burning mechanism somewhere in their project, in their transactions, because we can't rely on manual burns all the time. We need an automatic burning system every time there's a transaction. And what that does is that also attracts new investors. People are like, oh, they have a burning mechanism. That supply is going to eventually be dwindled down, obviously not to zero, but it's going to help a lot, right? I don't know how much it is going to help. I want to see once all those coins get listed on Dojoswap. I wonder if there's actually how many transactions are done. So I'm going to ask that, I think, on Shibnobi's AMA, if there's going to be a spot where we can see how many transactions were done on Dojoswap, so we can kind of get an estimate of how that burning really affects everything. I'm always there for you. I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it. D with Tera, dropping Tera. I love me some Tera. I prefer a constant daily rise of 2% for Shinja than a single pump and dump of 70% in 1 hour. Right? I hate the fact of people stating Dojoswap is just Uniswap. They need to realize this is only a version 1, only fully updated. Yep, with the ability to do so much more. Yeah. So the people are saying that Dojoswap is Uniswap. They're just not educated. And I say that with all due respect. Show me in Uniswap where you can go to the BSC network. I'll wait. Show me on Uniswap where you can go to the Polygon network. I'll wait. You just can't. You can't do it. And this literally, like you said, Sean, like you said, this is version 1. But you know what the coolest thing is? They said it's going to be out before the Dubai event starts. It was out before the Dubai event started. It's out. It's literally out. Right now it's out. It's live. You can do stuff. Right? They fulfilled their promise. That's the biggest take for me. Not to mention these 6% reflections. 6%, that's a lot. I mean, 5% was good. I was like, dang, this is 5% is freaking awesome. 6% reflections, like that's what this team does for us, right? Now, I'm not like a super fanboy or whatever. I just look at how they take care of the investor, what they do for the investor, right? Like they really look out for us and our bags and how much we're making, right? They actually look for that kind of growth with healthy investors. How much you out to get 200K? So yeah, I initially invested, I believe it was like 25K into Saitama. And then at the all-time high, my bag was worth just a little over 200. It was like 205K. My bag, I sold my bag, but I still have a little Saitama, but I sold most of my bag for garbage, to be honest with you. It was under 10 grand. So I lost initially, I lost probably like 18 grand on it. But if I would have sold at the all-time high, which I'm not happy it happened, but I am happy. The reason I am happy it happened is because I learned now how to invest for what's best for myself and how I can make a living off investing. So I'm glad that's never happened to me before. Last year, if everyone remembers, you put $100 into crypto with pretty much any damn coin and you're making $1,000 or you're making $1,500. Last year was crazy. So I started crypto in that kind of mentality. So getting wrecked by Saitama, I appreciate. I'm glad I went through it because it made me who I am today as an investor, which sucks. But I mean, I'm glad I did it. Just like flipping real estate, like right, your first couple flips in real estate, you don't know the whole game. You may lose a lot of money, but you probably learned so much by doing that you're not going to make the same mistakes. You're going to try and you're going to adjust on how you do things in the future, right? Guys, this is the man got me to Shibnobi, and I'm a believer. Share that, like, and subscribe. This is the order for today. I definitely appreciate you, and I hope you love Shibnobi. If I got you in it, obviously not financial advice, your own research. However, yeah, just everything they're doing, right? Like, and if they drop that new utility today or tomorrow, I can't wait to know what that is. Something that we haven't seen before, right? But yeah, and honestly, I talk about Shibnobi all the time, just because it's one of my favorite projects. They're doing so much right now that I'd like to talk about them, right? And I definitely appreciate you for sure. Oh, and I did get some DMs on how to support the channel or what to do to support the channel. Listen, and this, like I say all the time, I'm not holding myself out, but just go to the channel if you want to support. Hit this join button, and there's different options right here on if you guys wanted to help the channel. But that's it. Just go to join and just click on that. That's fine. You don't have to. I do these for fun anyways. But if you wanted to help the channel, there it is. And this is where Shinja wins. Yep. I mean, Shinja, it's crazy. Dubai is crazy right now. The crypto expo is big, but I think the Binance event at the end of the month is going to be crazier. Is Shibnobi going to the Binance event? I might have missed that. So Angel, just let me know down in the comments if Shibnobi's going to that event as well. Because if they're going to that event as well, damn, Maria, good work. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Same thing happened to me on Shiba, sir. Oh, bag went all the way up to 45K, and I kept sitting on it because I had faith it will go up. Ended up with a 9K profit. Learned from it though. Yeah, Mark. I mean, unfortunately, it's the biggest thing that I get out of all that stuff, right? Is the learning experience, even though you lose so much money. But you know now how to invest even in bad times. And that's why I like with Saitama, I take a look at Saitama, and I don't think that guy ever answered me back that I was not arguing with earlier, but he's obviously a Saitama holder. I'm obviously I am a Saitama holder, but not a big time believer. We're always gonna fight back and forth, not fight, but we're always gonna have a difference of opinion. But if you literally go to their chats and you say, "Hey, I'm questioning this. Can someone explain it to me?" They'll literally say, "Well, why don't you? If you're questioning it, why don't you sell your bag and get out?" Like, as being an investor, is that what you want? Do you want people that have questions just to sell their bag and get out? Because that's going to affect your price. That guy, by telling me to sell all my Saitama, is going to affect his price on Saitama. I mean, I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. I would never. I mean, it doesn't make sense. Never. I agree. I got wrecked on Say the Trash. Yeah, Jason. A lot of people have. Say the education section will be like, look at us and don't invest in teams like us. Oh, that might be the funniest thing I've seen. Kate King, what's up? Kate King's in the house. Yeah, so Say the education. Just look at our chart. You can learn a lot. That's what they're gonna have on their said Say the education, right? Or edutainment. It's just a picture of their chart, right? Oh. Well, if I invested 1K in the Shinja, let's see what happens from here on out. Yeah, let's see what happens. What price did you get it at? I'm not like what price did you like just invest in Shinja like today? Let's see. I mean, it's a steady growth. I like it. I like this growth. That sounded kind of weird, huh? I like this growth. That's definitely sounds weird. Chart looks good, right? Yeah, that sounds better. Chart looks good. Kate King in the house. Kate King made it. Angel, March 28th through 30th. Tickets are $700 right now. That's really good. That's really good. Do you know if Shibnobi is going to be at that event, or like how does that work, Angel? So real question, Petrovich. Normally we see a decent spring crypto run, lots of things going on differently in the world this year, obviously. But do you think we'll see a spring pump this year? I think so. But yeah, like you said, there's a lot of crazy things that could affect it and are affecting it right now. I do see a pump though, because that money, I know we're at 1.799 trillion. We were at what, over 3 trillion, I believe, a little while ago. That money's out there. That money is out there, and that money will be pumped back into the market. And even more of that money will be pumped into the market. So here's my thing in the next couple years as well. So 401k plans, right? Like you got your Fidelities, TD Ameritrades, all these big companies that deal in 401ks, stocks, investments, right? What happens when cryptocurrency starts being offered in 401k packages? Just think about that. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I mean, obviously, Robinhood with Doge and the little cryptos that they have is just the beginning. What if all of these big stock companies, investment firms, start offering crypto in their 401k plans with companies? Like, say you work for, I don't know, Motorola or T-Mobile or whatever, and you actually have a 401k plan and you have cryptocurrency in your 401k plan. Like that is going to happen. When will it happen? I think in the very near future, in the next, I don't know, 3 years ish. But when that starts to happen, when that happens, this 1.7 trillion. It's going to go to 3 trillion. It's going to go 4 trillion, 5 trillion, 6 trillion. That's when, if you're a regulated company, you're a corporation, you're doing things by the book, and you're a top 20 crypto eventually, top 30, top 50, you're going to be in those situations. And that is honestly what I'm waiting for. Can't be married to a coin forever. Nope. You need to know when it's time to jump out of the Titanic. 100%. Absolutely 100%. And do I have a selling point of Shibnobi? Listen, if this thing burns 2 zeros and I'm a millionaire, I'm out. I'll hold a little bag, I'll stake it, and I'll forget about it. But if I become a millionaire with Shibnobi, listen, it's been fun. I'm still going to do videos, but I'm out. I'll have a little bag, right? My daughter will still have a bag. My family members will have a bag. We'll just stake them. And like, thank you, Cliff. Thank you, Shibnobi team. I appreciate you, but it worked. Mark Miller, keep an eye on the traditional market because currently the crypto market is still correlated. I don't know, but if they just put something up on their website, I'm about to copy and paste it for you. Appreciate it. Yes, sir. K King, of course. Correlated, I mean, yeah. I was like, it is early for me too, but what's going on with Bitmart? It's showing a 66. There's 77 for Shinja. That's more than 30% off from yesterday. Yeah, Bitmart's always with like, Bitmart's crazy. Bitmart fluctuates like an insane amount. I don't know what's going on with Bitmart at all. It never went beyond 79. Yeah, it didn't. What happens with inflation reports from the Fed makes the market move? Yeah, these are all things we have to worry about, right? I mean, inflation right now is absolutely crazy. So people are getting wrecked because everything is so high in price right now. So there's a lot to consider about this market. It's definitely not like it was last year when everything was booming in crypto. We're in a different time right now, but there's still a ton of money out there that I think is going to be funneled into crypto. And when you have projects like Shibnobi that are just doing the right things, coming up with this, all of these utilities that Shibnobi is doing, the team, the utilities, the community, that draws attention, that draws investors, that's going to draw money into this project, right? And when regulations come, there's going to be thousands and thousands of actual projects that go under and they're not following the rules. So all of that money that people have in those projects are going. I'm not going to dump on you guys. No, I'm not just going to straight up dump. Get out of here. It did sound like I was going to, right? But no, I'm not just going to straight dump on you. And that's like later on down there. I'm talking like 3 zeros, maybe. I don't know. That's going to be a while. We're not going to burn the third zero for a while. I bought when we gained a zero at the 9. I'm down about 40%. Yeah. But I have faith in the team. Very transparent with them doing everyday AMAs, right? They don't have to. So thanks to the team. Yeah, for sure. They don't have to do those. And they used to do them Monday through Sunday, 7 days a week. But yeah, who does that, right? Like every day, Monday through Friday, they do an AMA. It's like sometimes you got to take like a Wednesday off, right? Do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. That'd be cool. But yeah, they work a lot. Cliff's working. Cliff was at Dubai when I showed that video this morning. He was working off 1 hour sleep. Like that's a different human being. I moved all my Shibnobi over to Trust Wallet. There was about $500 difference in the positive, and now 6% reflections. Yep, crazy. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to dump on you guys for sure. Definitely not going to dump. I'm waiting for like right around the third zero, but it's going to be a while for sure. But I'm accumulating right now, so I'm actually helping you guys out right now, Chris. I'm accumulating. I'm adding to my bag, and I'm holding for like what, a year and a half, maybe when it gets to that third zero, a year and a half, 2 years. So I'm holding. So that's helping as well. So do we need to get our Shibnobi out of Bitmart? Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about Bitmart. I mean, I'm a Uniswap until they get the wallet on Dojoswap or on Shibnobi. Once they get their wallet, I'm going to move my Shibnobi over to their wallet. But yeah, I I would definitely look into that because I haven't heard too many good things on Bitmart. Plus, Bitmart was the one that I believe got wrecked, right? And got a bunch of stuff stolen, got hacked. Check that. But yeah, gotta go. Yeah, I gotta go as well, everyone. Jason, I Trust Capital already offers crypto IRA. See, that, I mean, it's coming, right? I Trust Capital, your Fidelities, your TD Ameritrades, they're all going to be jumping on board, right? So it's definitely happening. But I do have to jam everyone. Bitmart's pricing has its own value amount for each token, and it seems to always be different than what DEX tools show. Yeah. What do you think will happen in projects without a KYC like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Shiba? I don't think they're going to listen. Bitcoin and Ethereum are always going to be mega, but when you don't have your projects KYC'd and you're not following all those rules and regulations, I'll be honest with you, they could tumble. They really could. That could be what's going to tumble those projects. Like the ones that are the KYC and they're going to be on the ISO 2022, like your XRPs, XLMs, Algorands, XDCs, those companies will flourish, in my opinion. I did not stake on Gold Farm. I tried to stake on Gold Farm, but I kept getting an error. So I just said, I'm out. I'm not going to try putting everything in there. Yeah, I kept getting an error message. So I was like, I'm out. I'm not doing that. I'm not risking it. I'm going to wait for the staking on their Dojoswap or their wallet. When they come out with their wallet, I'm going to do my staking on that platform, on their exact platform. But I thank I thank everybody for tuning in today. Thank you so much for just following, listening to me, commenting. Smash that like button. And I honestly, I have a good time with you guys. So I definitely appreciate all of you. Just have a good day. Watch those videos, like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thank you, everybody. See